The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. Joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down for this offense. They go to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, to the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And the Canes have a first down. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a mid-season showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching. Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Quarterback checking the play. The option look. Now the toss. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
They'll try the run. Task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. They just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Now the pitch. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Motion from the offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. 4th down. A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the 1st half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense. In a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. The jet sweep pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Got to give the defense credit. watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll line up for a second down play. He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets away from one. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of...
Hit the afterburners, kid. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Gets it to the back. At the 20, he's got space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down the end zone.
Now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
That's the end of the first quarter. Miami 7, Georgia 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Using the quick game. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
He leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the back. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he
defense,
the
boy.
defense was right there.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He'll ride his man on the option. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Canes are in the hurry-up.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on 1st down. Still looking. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That's the last thing you want as an offense.
It's 5 deep in here today, all right.
A sack on 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Welcome, y'all. Welcome.
Prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Hey, 5 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Welcome, welcome, boys.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete. At midfield, he's got room. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
That's a great lesson for young quarterbacks out there. You don't have to force every football beat down the field. I know it's third and long, and that play definitely is designated to go to a wide receiver somewhere, but hey, check it down to your running backs. These guys are great athletes, and they can make good things happen when you give them the ball in space.
They'll leave it with him. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They line up, and it is
That was Juddy. I'm going to come back to it.
From here.
Let's see. What action? Where's it coming from?
Wide out in motion.
Okay. Where is he coming from? Perfect.
On third down, he drops the throw. Out of the backfield, he's open.
Perfect.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. This is a really good call because that angle route is tough to cover, especially on a third down.
And that's a really tough route to cover because the running back looks like he's going to the flats and then cuts it right to the middle of the field. Easy pitch and catch from quarterback to running back to get the first down.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10.
Oh, boy. Cover 2 shell. Slight slide. Okay. All right, cool.
Leaves it with the running back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21.
Shade down.
The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7.
Got 2 blitzers, possibly hot. What is this boy gonna do with these linebackers?
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He looks that one in nicely. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
this defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
The Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. On the option. Now the pitch. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
A new little wrinkle for today.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Good coverage.
He was looking for some
Jesus.
running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Running back searching for a hole. Got room at the 35. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Floating away. He'll fire to his right. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
He'll take another shot here. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
He's got his man. At the 45 on his way. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Wants to throw on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Bully ball on third and short. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on fourth down, trailing by... Got enough space. He'll be stopped.
I couldn't adjust fast enough. Fuck, man.
They'll have it first and goal.
And these are the plays.
I knew what was coming.
Exactly
Simple shit.
Get up front.
Simple
the
shit.
offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole. Pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe. They can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. Still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
It's all good, man.
Ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
I think I should have had that one. Timing-wise, it wasn't right.
Catch here.
Didn't do what I was supposed to do.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And he'll make the catch at the 15. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
Won a game, that's it.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field. And that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh,
Just one because I saw it. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. You know that, bro. Don't do that.
Be dragged down at the 34. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll try to pop the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw unit, you're going to have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not fighting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and hit him.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He makes the connection. Still on his feet at the 45. Got a lot of running room.
What the Gucci bullshit was that? I gotta go back and watch that. How did everybody freeze? What?
When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like
How
this.
did everybody freeze?
You had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes.
Cheap ass touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made.
How the hell did he get through there?
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Skips away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. At the 45 on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Movement here from the tight end. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the Canes will keep this drive going.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
And the Canes. From the gun, the running back has it. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field. They just couldn't hook up on that one.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Paul. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the total, Miami 21, Georgia 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. He's got it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Eastern Michigan is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 24 over Buffalo. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cook.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete.
You expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And the Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They'll run play action. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's picked off again.
Give me that shit.
Vision hasn't been on par. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I'm not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25.
Come on, boys.
He's looking to throw. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he's going to take it all the way back.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
Hurricane. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning
A defensive clinic, boys.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points,
That's how Miami do it.
Defense comes up with the big interception.
Yeah, King.
Takes it
Sheesh.
all the way back, just
That's
to
a defensive
pad
clinic,
that lead a
boy.
little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again. After
Great
the pick
defensive
six.
game plan.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands
Game
taking
over.
the squibber inside the 30. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled.
Minus a few slip-ups, I'm proud of what they did.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page
Almost
here
got it.
and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. We reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. He's going to pass. It's complete on the right side. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
He finds his man.
All right, let's shut the door real quick.
Big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Come on.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal.
Close the door, man.
Wants to go up top.
Close the door.
Pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
No.
And
No.
that's not the way they drew it up. It's
Out of
incomplete.
freaking boy.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make
Atta
some big
boy.
plays.
Come on,
throwing the football.
defense.
That just
2
has
more
not
stops.
been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Draw.
Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd
No.
and goal.
No,
He's
be
able to
prideful.
bounce off one tackle for a solid
Have some
pickup.
pride.
Yeah, they're just trying to pound the football.
Come on,
into the
boys.
end zone
Have
there
some
on
pride,
3rd down.
man.
They don't get it. Now it sets up 4th and 1. What do you do here?
Have some pride, dog. Have some pride.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig.
Have some
Doesn't do
pride.
much to change the
Have some
looks.
pride.
And he
What?
gets it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
What?
And a nice touchdown. Continue to fight. Continue to
What?
fight this one. It's pretty much over.
No way, dog.
Possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice
He was
job
not
by this
in.
offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make
I don't
plays.
have any challenges left.
And the extra point
He was not in, dog.
31-21.
I gave him 21 points. I don't like it.
And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt.
I don't like it at all.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They'd hope to get that
I
thing
don't like giving up
bouncing
21
around on the
points.
hands
Freaking
and
head.
flip around.
And this is why you put your hands deep on the field most of the time when you know it's coming. And you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football.
Now we can get some better recruits to match the speed that we got to play against. And he's only a freshman, so his running back can be there. I like it.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as
GG,
possible.
Juddy. I respect
Give
it.
yourself a chance to win.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.
Excellent masterclass of defense. Excellent masterclass, boys.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happened.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all.
Defensive masterclass. That's what I like to see right here. Big fella under 100. I'm cool with it. Total offense? Yes. Perfect. Yeah, I'm good. That's a good win. Give me some points for that. Need some more points. Give me 10. Attaboy. Plus 10. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. And now where are we in recruit? Talk to me nicely. No recruit points. Talk to me nicely, y'all. Talk to me nicely, y'all. I'm telling you. No recruiting points. God, that'd be messed up. Let's see. GG's, boys. LFG, dog. Let's go.